I got my first delivery. This is for Lakeside Legacy Makers. I'm so excited. I got this from Vicki, and this is Jo Sews, so you may see her every once in a while on the comment section. I'm not going to look into this section just yet. Let me look at the card. Anyway, I wasn't even going to shoot any video today, but I just got this and I was kind of overjoyed, and I came upstairs to shoot at least this part of the video. Who knows what we're going to get done next. I really want to work more in the studio and on the organization before I start doing anything creative. So I'll probably get right back to that as soon as I get done with this. But I want to look at all this with you. But first, let me read the card. Oh, it's very sweet, Vicki. Thank you very much. You encourage me so much. You're just a doll. Thank you for being such a good, you've become a friend, but thank you for being such a good and committed viewer of this channel. I really appreciate your enthusiasm behind what we're doing here. And so for anybody who doesn't remember, the Lakeside Legacy Makers is for the hashtag AveryQuilts, and that is the quilts that we're going to be putting together to give to children that are on a transplant waiting list. That's a long wait, whether it's a 2-day wait or a 2-year wait, or whatever it turns out to be while you're waiting for that organ that is going to save your life. That's just a dreadful time in anyone's life. And I think you're probably spending more time laying around, recuperating, healing, just trying not to overstress your body while you wait. And we all deserve to be very comfortable in such a journey as that, especially the children amongst us. So we're going to be sending in blocks, and they should be, when they're finished out, 12 inches. So they need to come in at 12.5 inches. And so look at what she's done. Vicki has gotten us off to a good start. Oh, how fun is that? Ah, love it. Keep calm and be a unicorn. I'm going to put these up on the design board too. I haven't figured out just which one yet, but I just wanted you guys to see it. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. Oh, this one's fun too. Definitely for the little children. But of course, keep in mind that not all of the pediatric patients are going to be little children. Some go all the way up to their teens, right? Into the later teens. Oh, I love the colors on this one. Oh, thank you so much, Vicki. So my plan is that we'll kind of create a theme from all the ones that we get. Some may fall into these soft neutrals, and then some are going to be more of your bold colors, your bold primary colors. And then we might just pick some that are in these cool pinks too. I don't know. Maybe we get one that's just a whole unicorn quilt. I won't know until I get more blocks from the rest of you. So one thing at a time. We will build it together. This is a community project. So again, I'm going to put these up on the board. I just want to show them to you as they come out of this stack. So there's another one just like this one. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Oh, this one's fun and happy. Oh, love it. Just a nice fun pinwheel. This is another sweet one. It's a combination of 4 patches and then a square. How effective is that, right? How happy. Got little zebras on this one. Same kind of thing here. You got a 4 patch with a square. I love it. I love them, love them, love them. Okay, I'm going to get those on the board so that I can show you all those really quickly because I don't think the lighting's right. What I'm doing here, just putting them up to the camera, I don't think the lighting's best for that. So we'll get good pictures of that for you to see. So look at each of these blocks that Vicki sent in. And if you have any fabrics that might work with any of these colors or with any of these themes, then please send yours to me. It's Post Office Box 75, Scottsboro, Alabama 357, 68, I think it is. There you go. Isn't that lovely? We've got to start. This is where it begins. But we need more blocks from you guys, so please send them in. Can't wait to see this develop. So I want to show you I know I wasn't going to get on camera today, but partly because I'm working on the room and I want to finish, well, I'm not going to finish it, but I'm going to get it over. That's not right. I was about to say I want to get it over the tipping point. I got it over the tipping point because I finished the second cabinet, but there's still going to be lots for me to do in this space for probably the rest of this year. There's going to be a lot of fine tuning going on, but each of those things is going to be like a Sunday afternoon or 2 or 3 days that I can do and it not interfere with our production of our creativity here. It was just very critical to get those two cabinets put together. I want to show you what I did. Both cabinets are done. You can see on this one over here that there is a top to it. This one over here does not have a top. What I ended up doing was I found two scrap 1x4s, put on the front side at the top and the back side at the top. And then I used I used a right angle bracket to secure those so that the two sides were held inwards and to make the whole thing nice and secure. It was just a necessity because you can't not have a top. The top has a structural function. And then, of course, it also has an aesthetic function, and that is to keep the dust from going inside of the cabinet. So I took a shelf from this one and put on top up there. It's not perfect, but it is functional. It holds stuff. Now let me go move my light real quick so you can see something. So you can see I didn't even take time. You can see that it's overhanging, but I'm going to use that to clip some lights up there. And that will bring the needed light that I need here, because I need more things to put on my wall plugs, right? You know, I was worried in my last video about fire safety because I was putting so much of a draw on each of my outlets, but they're LED lights that I'm going to get to put up here, and I don't think it's going to be that bad of a draw, but I'm going to use them. In my mind, I'll cut these later. It'll be easy to unscrew it and take it down and get it cut when I have time for it, but I needed to stay focused on just getting this thing built. To find a saw, pull out something so I can actually cut and do all that, it would have taken too much energy, too much time, and it would have been a distraction. And I really needed to push to the end and get this functional. And I did. So everything inside here is, each of the compartments of this cabinet is occupied. Mostly, not only, but largely with fabrics I had from the 90s. And this one over here, I'm going to reserve it for everything to do with the long arm. That's where I am at the moment. But with all that done, I can fine tune a few things today. I don't know how much time I'm going to have because I'm going to have a guest come here any minute. And I'll do a visit there, and then I'll get back to this space if I can before the day ends. And hopefully tomorrow I can get started on that, and that is tomorrow's quilt. Pardon me for interrupting. I just want to do a quick little appeal. I will keep this very brief, I promise. I've noticed that 55.9% of the viewers of my channel are not subscribed. And if that's just not something you do in general, I get it. But if you do subscribe to channels that you watch, I really would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to mine and liking and sharing and commenting and doing those kinds of things. Those things really cost you nothing, and they really help me out tremendously. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'd love to see it get to 5,000 and then 10,000, but right now we're sitting at 3,000. And so if we could move that needle a little bit and get it to 5,000, it would just do my heart good. It would help the channel then to get recommended out to more people. I've gone over some hurdles of getting my studio ready, and now we're ready to be creative again. So I appreciate you being here on this journey with me, seeing me through those tougher, leaner times that we weren't producing as much creativity. But, it was all creativity at the same time, getting the studio ready, and all that was, taking a lot of creativity actually, and a lot of physical work too. Thanks for being on this journey with me. Regardless of whether or not you're subscribed, I just appreciate you watching and commenting and being part of this community. Together, we are the creative quilters community, and that's a beautiful thing to be a part of. I'm just glad to be here, honestly. So now I'm going to get you back to the video that you came here to watch. I appreciate you watching. All of the red that you see around the perimeter of the quilt is supposed to represent the crust of Mars. It's going to be a round quilt, so you can tell I've got a lot to fill in. And all that takes a little bit more time than what you might think it would. It really does. There's just no automation to it. There's no assembly line sewing here. It is a cut, sew, press, cut, sew, press, cut, sew, press, cut, sew, press. One thing after another. There's just no real way to make it really quick. And that's fine. It's also kind of mindless. So that's not bad. So I don't mind that at all. I'm just saying it just takes a little bit more time than what it should. I want to get this one through the finish line and get it on the long arm and get it to my great nephew, Liam. That is the goal. So hold me to it. One other thing I'm going to do today is, well, I don't know if I will actually, but I want to get all of my quilts. Now that I'm thinking about all the things that I'm going to get done today, they're not all going to get done today. But I'm trying to prioritize getting back to the quilts I've already finished so I can get those on display and show you guys what they look like. I got a stand to hold them on, the kind of stand that you would use for a backdrop at an exhibit or something like that. And I figured out how to use it. I got to figure out how to get some sand in the anchors that you use to put on top of the foot of the tripods. So just little tedious things like that slow down all these new steps that I'm going through. But that's a fun thing, and I'm looking forward to doing that. That is getting those quilts outside in the bright light of the sun with some background behind it, even though they're not bound, and you're just going to be seeing the batting around the exterior of it. I think they still deserve their own shoot, and that's what I'm planning to do, especially with these first ones. I just want to honor what their role was in my journey here with the long arm and with this new business and with my journey in general for quilt making. And now it is back to the studio we go. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.